Right guys, hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. As of a couple of days ago, Redstorm, the Ubisoft studio that worked on both The Division and The Division 2, has showed signs that they may be back on the project, or they've never actually left, but have been kind of working on something in the background for the Division franchise, whether that be something related to Year 3 of The Division 2 or maybe The Division 3. I was going to make this earlier on in the week. I wanted to see if anything further had come of that kind of story. So sorry this is a little bit late. Also, The Division 2 on mobile. A recent survey suggests this might be coming, a survey that I've actually looked at myself, and I'm going to be covering this in a separate video, so stay tuned for that one. Let's take a look at what's going on with Redstorm, and hopefully today is the day that I earn your subscription and a like down below as well. Let's get going. Redstorm. Now, it's been a minute since we started talking about Redstorm. It's been a very long time since they were involved, I believe, in The Division 2, and it kind of all came to a big halt with them, and no one really knew what was going on until eventually Terry Spire came out and said, look, you know, we're not working on this game any longer, so please don't refer anything to us, and see you later. Now, this all started for me a couple of days ago when I noticed the Redstorm Twitch banner had been updated to this, and as you can see, it's quite clearly the rogue symbol. There were some people saying that this was something to do with Ghost Recon, but I've checked this out. It's not. It's very clearly the rogue symbol, and I believe this was something given to the devs or players back in The Division. I think it was something that they were hand given. They've obviously taken a picture of it, and then there it is. So now, this wouldn't normally kind of pique my interest, but it has here for a few reasons, really. Now, firstly, this is Redstorm, you know, a Ubisoft studio. They worked on the Division PvP, they worked on the Division 2 PvP, among other things. Now, Redstorm, for the most part, I believe, act as a supporting studio. Now, they initially worked on the Division PvP, then they moved on to help with other games, and I believe the same happened with the Division 2, although I think actually what happened with the Division 2 included a lot more, let's just say, politics. I say this because I've spoken with insiders about the relationship between Redstorm and Ubimassive on this game, and from what I was told and the feeling that I got, it didn't go particularly well. I don't know if that's because, you know, Ubimassive wanted it to go a certain way and Redstorm wanted it to go a certain way and they clashed. Don't know the actual details. I just know that the relationship didn't end all that well. It is the feeling that I got. Now, this probably explains why Ubisoft, Redstorm came on like maybe one or maybe two State of the Games, and then they just kind of dipped without saying anything. This explains why there has been no new PvP content, because, you know, Redstorm provide this service, not Ubimassive. They haven't made any of the PvP stuff. They're simply there just to balance it, but they're not adding any new content. That's what Redstorm do. Secondly, the timing may be telling. We are coming towards the end of Year 2 in this game with only Season 4 left before we learn what's coming next, if anything at all. There's been a lot of speculation around what's to come next. Some people believe we're going to get a Year 3 DLC comparable to Warlords of New York. Others think there will be nothing further after Season 4, and then we're going to get the Division 3, and that will be announced. And other people think that Season 4 will just be the end of the franchise, and it's just all going to go away. No one truly knows at this point. Now, if I was a betting man, which I am, I'd hedge my bet on there being something with Year 3. I wouldn't go as far to say DLC, but there will be something with Year 3. But ultimately, I believe Ubisoft is working on the Division 3, and this will be next-gen consoles only, is what I think. Now, I don't think it's a coincidence that Redstorm, the studio which has said nothing about the Division 2 or the Division franchise for a very long time, updated their banner with the rogue symbol. And I think the timing may symbolise something. I know of one person who has predicted a Year 3 focused on PvP, and that may come to fruition if Redstorm is back on the project. Thirdly, I've covered job listings that have come up on the Massive website in previous videos. Job listings that describe roles needed for the creation of a Division 3. Now, these job listings have been advertised for an unannounced project. Now, some people have said, well, you know, this just could be Avatar, the game we know Massive is working on, which has been delayed as well, in line with the delay of the next film. But it's no secret they're working on this. They've made that very public. So this unannounced project is something else. If you go to the Redstorm job listing, you're going to find a particular job listing of interest right now, and that's for a technical artist in world building. Is it a coincidence that this job listing is being advertised at Red Storm and they've updated their banner to a rogue symbol? Maybe, but I think these are signs of Red Storm being involved in the Division franchise some way or another. Alright, so you can actually go and find this, you can't actually find this job listing any longer. I've just went and checked because it appears it's been removed from the Red Storm website, but luckily, as I always do, I took a screenshot as soon as I saw it there because I just know that these sort of things, when people start talking, companies like this, they remove stuff, they don't want to give too much away. And actually, maybe the removal of this job, either it's been filled and there's no there's no conspiracy, or they've seen what people have been saying, they've removed it just to not give away anything. I don't know. I only got this one image, but you can see exactly what the job is for, and whilst it's obviously one of those kind of generic listings in terms of description and responsibilities and etc., you can see this role talks about help to create highly detailed and stunning open worlds, enhance world building through the creation of large-scale terrains and detailed skies. This is the first time I've seen this role come up, and I normally check either the Red Storm website or the Ubimassive website or even just the general Ubisoft job listings on a weekly basis. And it just so happens it's appeared around the same time that Red Storm updated their banner on Twitter. Coincidence? Question mark. Like I said, it could just be that Red Storm is working on something completely unrelated to the Division. They updated their banner to the rogue symbol because they just wanted to, and all of this is speculation. Because that's what it is. It's just that, right? This is speculation. However, there does seem to be a lot of little breadcrumbs that make you wonder, and this is what happened when they announced the Division 2. Lots of little things kept cropping up that I covered. I made multiple videos about all these little tidbits of information, things that really could have meant nothing, but in the end they did. They pointed to the Division 2 and then they got announced. Now, I'm not saying Red Storm are working on the Division 3 because I just have no idea. I've tried reaching out to Terry Spire, and I've been on LinkedIn, and I've tried to find the other devs for Red Storm. I've been on Twitter, and I've not got anywhere. I've had no success in getting any kind of response to that. Other people have actually tweeted at Red Storm about the change of the Twitter banner, and Terry Spire and the official Red Storm Twitter account have hearted those tweets, which again, you know, might not seem like much, but the Red Storm account has been so inactive, and so has Terry Spire, inactive surrounding anything the Division related for so long. This again might actually be telling. Now, if you can't tell, yeah, I know, right? I'm reaching. I know that. I'm hoping they are back on the job, right? That's what I want, because I want to play PvP in this game. Right now, I play the Division 2 for PvE, and I play Destiny 2 for PvE and for PvP. I would love to actually feel like I could play the Division 2 PvP, because that's where I spent the most of my time in the Division, right? Was playing PvP. And if I could play it in the Division 2 and enjoy myself, that would be great. And whilst Red Storm don't have the best track record for this game, they did bring Last Stand in the Division, which was really good fun. I know there's some people predicting a year 3 with huge PvP additions and changes, which I would never have thought could be coming with how the devs have handled PvP in this game. But with this speculation in mind, it's possible. It's unlikely, of course, but it's absolutely possible. And I've seen the theories out there. One creator, which I won't mention, but one creator that I've spoken to about this has predicted that we're going to get Last Stand in year 3, and they've produced a way of doing it, which seems very viable. And all of these little breadcrumbs are pointing towards summer coming soon. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. You know, this could just be purely coincidence, and everyone's just kind of taking any bit of news and running with it. You know, I know that's what I'm doing, but it could mean something. And again, it wouldn't be the first time that these little bits of information add up to something more. So that's why I'm kind of jumping on this one a little bit. That's why I'm talking about it, and that's why I wanted to get out to you guys, because I don't know. This could be year 3 related. It could be the Division 3 related. It could be absolutely nothing to do with the Division whatsoever, and the devs just wanted to get that banner out. But when you start finding all these little bits of information, it does make you wonder. And I love speculation, guys. As you know, if you've been watching me for a while, in the lead up to the Division 2, I did a lot of speculation videos about what's coming, and you guys seem to enjoy it, and I'm not going to stop doing that. So thanks very much for watching. If you did stick around all the way to the end, I really do appreciate it, guys. And until the next one, Epic out.